Right, so here we go then. My name's Terry, this is the Transit camper van build, and today's video is a big day for me because it's the last stage in the electrics, and I'm going to be fitting this. It's the Bluetti Charger 1. That's to charge the Bluetti AC200max power station. That is the corner pin, the heart of the electric system on the van. So I'm installing that. I'll go through that briefly. I'm not going to give an in-depth instructions on that because there are tons of videos out there, some of which are sure I'm better than I could do, so there's not a lot of point in that, but I will show you through the basics and then I'll show you the full system. So this van is no gas, it's going to be full electric, and as I said, this is the last piece in the jigsaw. So if that's of interest, stay with me. Right, so there we go then. That's everything out in the box. That's the DC to DC charger. Just need to mount that on the wall. It's going down there. The Bluetti is going to sit there just in front of that bench, which I've started to put in there. These connect to the Bluetti solar charger, and it charges through that. You can use this to charge most power stations if you're going down that route, and this will put in, depending on the power station, up to about 600 watts an hour. If you're going through the cigarette lighter on the car, you're looking about, I think, about 80 to 100 watts an hour, so it's quite substantially more. So that's that. Comes with several connectors, the bolts and everything to put it on, and I've also got the wiring loom to wire it up, and that comes ready fused there with the fuse. So on this van, the battery is just through there. There's the driver's seat, so the battery is just the other side of there. So all I've got to do, connect the two cables to the battery, bring them back through the bulkhead there, connect to this. These then connect into there. That gives me the solar charger connections rather, which I then connect to the Bluetti, and that's that. You can see the rest of that there. It needs tidying up, but we've got the bench there, as you can see, that's going in there. That's still under construction, and there's going to be another bench down here to give us an L-shaped seating area, and the Bluetti's going under there. We've got the 240 volts in there as well. I'll show you that later. So yeah, that's that. Oh, just keep on this video as well. When we bought this van, if you followed the series through, it was already part converted, and what I've done, I've took the solar off the roof and the split charger, the leisure battery that the van came with, and we're going to be selling those at a really good price. So if that's something that might be useful to you, I'm in the Bristol area, if that's something that might be useful to you, definitely watch out for that at the end. Right, so there we go, and then that's it mounted in place. I'll just put this ply bracket on there for that. Mounted on the two power cables to the battery there, and I've fed those through the bulkhead there. You can see that it comes with this protective sheath which is on there, and I've also put plenty of insulating tape around the cutout there just to make sure there's no sharp edges. So that's that. The fuse is there. That also acts as an on and off switch, so if I'm not using the van, it's not connected up, I can just knock that off, so there's no power coming through to there. So that's that. As I said, the charging cable just goes on the other side. This came with like several meters of cable, enough to sort of go from the front to the back of the van. So the last job I've got to do is just cut those off at the other end, put new connectors on, and attach that to the battery terminals. Okay, so that's those through the bulkhead there. Put the new connectors on, shrink wrap them. I will put some more insulating tape on there as well. Took the battery off to charge. Having some problems at the moment with the battery losing charge. Not sure what the cause of that is. It's nothing I've done because I've not connected anything to it. But anyway, yeah, hopefully we'll get to the bottom of that soon. But yeah, so they're done. Just remains to connect them up. Once the battery's charged, I'll get that back on and we'll give it a test. Right guys, so this is future me. This is several weeks on from that point. I did finish it on that day and tested it and it was all fine. But I've had other things on and not just basically not got around to that on the video. Plus I wanted to show you the whole thing, not just the charger one. So so that is up and running now, and finish this section now on the charger one. I'm just going to show you the shore power hookup, electric hookup, and how it all just comes together for running the van, where everything goes and what it does. So you've got the full electric setup. So there we go then, that's everything in place. This is where the charger one plugs in. This cable which runs down there with the leads, and the charger one is on the wall, the bulkhead of the van down there, as you saw earlier. So that's that, and plugged into there. The Bluetti's on. It's on 99% charge anyway. That's one of the things since I've fitted this. Don't use the van a lot at all, but it does have, I give it a little run out now and again, and it just stays topped up. You know, it just stays topped up. But I'll show you what we're getting from that now. I'll fire the van up and I'll show you that. Right, there we go. I don't know if you can see that. I think that's 560 watts. I'll show you on the app. Right, so there we go then. The top left hand corner there, as you look at it, you can see quite clearly 548 watts. It fluctuates a little bit. 550, 560 watts going in there from the charger one. So that's a massive input of power there from that. Really good. Right, so for the electric hookup or shore power, that's going to be plugged into the garage there, and then the cable at this end connects into that there that we've installed. These things are always awkward with one hand. I never learn. Just to show you that, so that's in place, and then I'll show you where that connects up inside. Right, so it's a bit dark in here. I don't know how well you can see that, but that comes in through the wall at the back there and goes into this unit, which is a Euro hike camping unit. So it's an all-in-one. It's got the circuit board, it's got the fuse board, circuit breaker and everything built in there, MCB built in, and plug into there. So what I'm going to do now is plug in the charging brick for the Bluetti, which is there, plug that into there and show you what we get from that. Right, so there's the cable plugged in. Just run that through the bench. Just to show you easier, I've popped that up there at the minute. You can see that's on, and that is currently charging the Bluetti. Don't know if you can see that. I'll bring it up on the app and show you that way. But that's currently putting in 470 watts. So yeah, 470 watts. I'll just get that up on the app for you. Right, so there we go then, top right hand corner this time, so 472 watts. So that's less than the charger one. So the only other thing then for the power in, I've covered the shore power with the Bluetti charger charging brick. The charger one, which is currently plugged through this cable there, and these two are for the solar panels. The wiring's all in place, the panels aren't in yet. I said that was the final piece, but yeah, the panels have actually got to be put onto the roof. I've just got a couple of flexi solar panels, 230 watt panels, so up to 260 watts obviously, depending on the weather and everything else. If the van's just sat doing nothing, then I've got that. So I've got the solar power through those. That just swaps with the charger 1 cables. Unplug the charger 1, plug this in if we're stationary. As soon as we get on the move, it's just a simple matter of unplugging these and plugging the charger 1 back in. That's just behind there again, and that's that. So that's the power in, and then you've obviously got the power out. One of the biggest things on this is this little beauty here, which is DC power, so 12 volt power, and that's a 30 amp socket, and that the cables from that run directly to the fuse board there and run all the 12 volt on the van. So when I say they run all the 12 volt, there's the diesel heater there, there's a fridge, there's the lighting, there's the water pump, and what else have we got? Fridge, lighting, water pump, and the USB sockets. So if I turn on the DC power, and what else have we got? We've got that little beauty up there. The lights are just touch sensitive. They touch on and off with that. You can also dim them like that. So that's the lighting. USB sockets there, and these are good. They switch on and off, so again, if you're not using them, you can save power, keep them off. And also, because the blue lights can be annoying if you're charging your phone overnight or anything, you can close that off. So that's quite good. And then for the DC AC power, there's 2 cables there, you can see, plugged in on sockets. One runs to this twin socket here, and the other runs to the twin socket at the other side, and that's your DC power. So we've got 4 sockets potentially running on that. It's a 2200 watt inverter, so I can have 2200 watts running at the same time. And one of the beauties of this machine is charging now, and it's also running, so it can run and charge at the same time. Right, so this demonstrates that perfectly for you. The top left hand corner there, you can see the 560 watts coming in. That's from the charger 1. Below that you've got sort of 2 to 4 watts. That's coming from the lighting system, because we've got the lights on, and then that's the DC power, 12 volt power, and then the mains power on the right hand side at the bottom there. That's the induction hob on boiling a kettle for me for a cup of coffee. So that you can see perfectly there. You've got sort of 830 watts going out and 560 or so going in from the charger 1, and that can all happen, as you can see, simultaneously. So that's a great feature, and very handy to have. So power in at one end, coming out the other end, and that's it. Yeah, there's no socket here, as you can see. Sorry, no socket, no cooker in the unit. We've got a portable, what's the word? Not convection. The glass hobs, you know what I mean. We've got one of those to go on there, just plug in there when we need that. And that's it. So that's your full electric setup. Yeah, for running light now, fantastic. 560-70 watts going in there. If we're stationary, we can just plug in the solar and get whatever we can get from that. And or if we're on a campsite and we want to take up the electric, we can plug in that way. So I don't see power being an issue. So we're not living in the van, we're not going to be away for extended periods in the winter or anything like that, so I can't see an issue. That's the system. Right, there we go then. That's the electric system on the van. Hope that was useful for you. Any comments on that? Anything you see you like or don't like, or think there's anything you can do differently? Let me know in the comments, please. I'm open to suggestions. I'm not an expert, as I say. It's the first time I've done any of this, but it's all come together well. Everything's working. Very pleased with the way it's gone. The only issue I've got with the van is the battery keeps losing power. That's nothing to do with what I've done, I will say again. It was like that when we got it, so I don't know quite what the issue is there. But yeah, so that's where we are. Oh, one more thing. Yeah, I did say going to be selling a few bits off. Yeah, I'll find those out now and show you what I'm selling. Right, so there we go then. That's basically what came off the van. That was on the van when I bought it, so it was all working. Just obviously we had different ideas for where we wanted to go with it and what we wanted to do. But if you're after a simple solution for a little bit of electric power for the van, then there's everything you need. It's a 120 watt eco-worthy panel. The battery is fully charged, takes a charge and holds a charge no problem. Oh geez, can't move it, he's a lump. I'm trying to remember what it is. I can't remember. SFL 130, 130 amp hour battery. So there you go, 130 amp hour battery. The inverter, it worked. I had no idea what it is. It's a cheap Chinese inverter, but it was working when it came off. There's the eco-worthy solar controller. Battery isolator, little fuse box, cables. There's some more cables as well. The cables are only short because this was pretty much where the Bluetti is now in the van, so I didn't need long cables. But as I said, when I fitted the charger one, there's several meters of cable that I didn't need, and I'll throw those in as well for you. So you've got a decent battery, you've got the solar setup. The only thing you need for that is the cables, because I kept them in place on the van. So there's no cables, and I'll take 150 quid for the lot. Bear in mind, this is, what are we in now, April. This is April 2025, so don't be messaging me at Christmas hoping for an early Christmas present, because it won't be here. Yeah, I'll take 150 quid for the lot. Cost you double that at least to get that little lot together new. I'm in Bristol, by the way, so you would need to be able to get down to Bristol to pick it up. But yeah, there we go. If you're interested in that, drop me a message in the comments and I'll come back to you. But yeah, that's a little bargain for somebody. Right, there we go. Thanks for watching. Hope you found that useful, and hope to see you on the next video. Bye for now.